she's owing us some dollars. Gonna
Yeah.
send a message to her that she's owing us some dollars because we're now doing. Anyway, I mean, besides the fact that we actually miss her, I'm sure that our daily news review family too miss Somba so much, and we're itching, not itching and inching to see her. But hopefully next week she will be available on the daily news review. Let's get into headlines this morning. Okay, starting off with the Punch newspaper. Give me a second to find it. We have counter-terrorism campaign. Federal government moves to fast track trial of 5,000 insurgents. Hmm. Love to see it. Love to see it. Kidnappers hold 166 Kaduna worshippers. Demand 29 million deposit. God, I beg.
Yeah.
Actually, Rose, what like, because you're a Kaduna, no, you're not a Kaduna resident, but you are are you an indigene at this point? You were only born in Kaduna, but your life everywhere you did. So what are we going to call you? Like I'm a
Who
Kaduna
me?
indigene.
Leave me alone this morning. Don't start with me.
Even when they gave birth to you, do you remember when they gave birth to you?
Yes, now. In fact, I still know the hospital safe. If I go to Kaduna, in fact, it's a Amnaka General Hospital, so I mean, can go and check it. It's there.
How old were you when you left Kaduna?
I don't think I was. I don't think I was up to 2 or 3 when I left Kaduna.
I should say
But
should
it's
have
not
been.
like I left total. I was always going back, going back. Go back
I
for
know.
Christmas, go back for one thing, weddings, and all of that. So I'm always in touch with Kaduna.
You know, before you answer this
I'm not like
question,
some people.
you
I'm
want
not like
us to.
some people.
It's okay. I know it's me
I'm
you're
just
talking about.
saying.
It's me. The only time I've been to my interestingly, somebody asked me, my sister asked me on Sunday, the only time I've been to my father's village was when I think my grandpa died and then my grandma died, and this is like hundreds and hundreds of years ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I haven't been. Please don't blame me. Blame my father because he never took us. My dad is from a polygamous home, so I think in his defense, in a way, he was trying to protect, his family from I don't know. There were like five wives or six wives. There were five wives, and then there was a lady who was keeping his father warm when he was in his old age. So six altogether. I don't know. So he, in his defense, but then you ask me my mother's village. I've only been twice as well. Once when my grandpa died, that was in 1998. The next time was in 2024 when my grandma died. I know the go house.
Now only bear they carry they go village.
I'll be buried. And nothing will carry me there again because both my grandparents are not alive. So, you know, I don't know. God have mercy on us. I don't know if it's a bad thing. We're not going to get into a history class or cultural class now. But I was going to ask you about Kaduna. What exactly is going on in Kaduna Rose? I'm sure you're
Oh,
getting news because you
uh,
know that just to preempt myself, I know, but hopefully we get to the headlines that caught our eye this morning. But just to preempt ourselves, the police say no, can't. Abducted. Now police came back and said they were abducted.
because
Now,
the
so
list of
as
those
a
abducted
Kaduna,
was out.
yes. So shame. I don't know if it's shame that caught them or they were forced to. Who knows? But from your own perspective as a Kaduna indigene, what has been going on in Kaduna?
I just think that, to a very large extent, the insecurity issue has not actually, gone away totally, because there was a particular time that it just went like quiet, coming from Kaduna, but it was still going on. So a lot of times we are trying not to make it look as serious as it is. We're trying not to make it look like, oh, and the things is still happening, still happening. And plus the whole Trump issue, everybody is just trying to be very careful as to not to raise any kind of tension, as to not to come back to the same issue to say, oh, it's a Christian genocide, oh, is this, is that. So we're trying to see how that will not come up again. Because I mean,
Mm.
this number is enough to draw anybody's attention. Do you understand? So at the end of the day, the police themselves, maybe to a very large extent. Then, and it's not like, even if you hear this kind of thing, Seth, for me, it's like you shouldn't even come out to say it did not happen at all, or you shouldn't come out to say it's not rumors, because this is something that can actually happen. It has happened before, and it can happen again. Why not hold on and investigate and know whether it happened or not before you come out and say no, it didn't happen. It was just pure
Yeah.
rumors. People that are
Yeah.
in the village, people that their own people are missing, are telling you that this thing happened, and then you come and you're saying, "Oh well, it's just rumors, it didn't happen," just because you don't want the attention to come back to Kaduna State, or you don't want the number of people that is being, and that is being said out there to actually raise a lot of tension, or to draw it other to draw international attention, because I mean we already have that, which is not looking good on us anyway. That is bringing a lot of negative attention to us. So even if now you say, for me, you be security personnel, you take Kaduna State, you see this kind of thing happen, even you say fear will start to catch you now, because you don't want to come out. And is the same Christians that we're talking about, and the same thing we're trying to say. Oh well, it's not just Christians they are picking both Muslims and Christians, they're picking everybody. Yes, we know that they're picking everybody, but this one now, it just further goes on to maybe want to say that, to a very large extent, that, oh, waiting from the talk now true, now really true. And then
Yeah.
when now as security people, they try push them the other way, say no, 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 let's not take it this way, let's not do it this way, let's not do it this way. Meanwhile, this thing actually happened. For crying out loud, in Kaduna State, if they tell you that, oh, so number of people got kidnapped, it's not for you to say no, it didn't happen. It's for you to go and check
That's to
and go and
verify.
investigate it first before you come out to say no, it happened. Yes, it didn't happen. Because right now, what are you even looking like? They tell you say they kidnap person for the same place where say that they kidnap people every now and then. Waiting give you the effrontery to talk, say no, it no happen. Do you understand? So I
Yeah.
just feel Kaduna State is a sensitive place when it comes to insecurity. So by all means, anything to bring it down, anything to bring attention, or to douse any kind of, attention that might come with kidnappings, with insecurity, especially in the northern region of Nigeria. you
Yeah.
know they will hold on to it tight. They'll hold on to it tight. So I just think that's just what is going on there, because people who are affected are telling you that it's just like saying, me wait day, I dey inside house, I dey tell you say inside my house mosquito they bite me. You
You
wait
say,
dey outside my house, you come dey tell me say na lie, mosquito no dey inside my house. Now you dey stay inside my house, you dey follow me live inside.
mm,
You get? So, and you will not come inside to come and see whether true mosquitoes. They come and put the insecticide first and see whether mosquitoes will not fall, or you will not see some that will die. And then you now tell me that they think they happen. Of course now. So I mean, it will definitely bring a lot of attention. I just think that in the process of maybe trying to manage the media, trying to manage the attention, they didn't do it right. They didn't do it right. Because if me wait inside, they tell you say, now here my shoe they pain me. You can't tell me say no, not be for the right leg, not be this leg. Now your sister leg, now the shoe they pain you, not be here. Yeah. Meanwhile,
yeah.
that me the thing they pain. So that's just what I think is going on.
Yeah,
But
because the damage control is now worse, because also because
exactly.
they try to make it like, oh, that Khan was lying, and that's the one that I
Mm,
think Khan is like, how dare you say that we were lying? Like, we know what happened. These were the reports that were brought to us, and then you're saying that it didn't happen. But all of a sudden, you've now turned around and said, oh yes, people were abducted. I get the part of, that it's a Christian genocide, and you're trying to douse the
tension.
fire or whatever.
Mm,
But at the same time, insecurity is insecurity, regardless of whether it is Muslim or Christian
a
that is
Christian,
being
yeah.
taken. And like you rightly said, Kaduna has been a hotspot since I can remember, for insecurity. So I think what they should have done is, how okay, while currently I don't know, it's just so sad, because now it's now like we're a laughing stock, so to speak, in the public eye. We're now a laughing stock, because not just as a country, the police self is a laughing stock, because next time nobody's going to believe anything that you have to say. And then now you want there's and the funny thing is, you're trying to douse the fire, but then they're actually asking for ransom.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
it's so many things happening at the same time that you
And the
have to
ransom themselves they're asking for, they are saying as deposit. Oh, deposit.
deposit.
Like, let's even start with this one first. Let's know what we're doing now. That's not what doing. I
You
understand that
don't.
yes, you're trying to manage media, you're trying to manage information, you're trying to, but the thing happen, I mean, no happen. It happen.
And this deposit is because, of course, and we've talked about this so many times, every other person who's gotten abducted and who's been released allegedly was released because ransom was paid, not because anybody was caught. So it's like we're emboldening these people, to, oh, nobody say anything will happen, nobody will catch me.
Mm.
I don't know, man. Anyway, moving on to the Guardian.
Yes, moving on to the Guardian. How Emefiele ordered disbursement of 1.6 billion naira, says ex-colleague. Now, another one on the Guardian says police intensify crackdown on illegal number plates, siren abuse in Ogun. And see, this one is good because why will you be blowing siren up and down? It's not like you're going to save anybody's life. It's not like you're going to pick up accident victim. It's not like is so. What is the siren about? At the end of the day, you now see convoy. You
Mm-hmm.
will see convoy of God help us in Nigeria because it's you that will get up and say, oh, obey traffic law, obey this one, don't overspeed, don't do this. But when you're coming with your convoy, you
Now
don't want
them.
to see anybody for road.
Yep.
Eh,
Yep.
sake of say you be one high military personnel or you be governor or you be so person. Now only you one with 3 4 jeeps on the road, and then you are blowing siren up and down because you want everybody to disperse and give you way. Okay, if there's traffic, there's traffic. What do you want us to fly and give you space to pass? And then you keep blowing this thing as if somebody's life is in danger. Meanwhile, the day that somebody's life is in danger, you will not see one siren come. You will not see them. You will not see them. I understand the illegal part, but you see the siren abuse part. Let it start from there. Let it start from there. Because
And
even the police vehicle themselves, when they are passing, sometimes you even find them coming to pass one way just because the person they are carrying cannot wait for traffic.
nobody said the person they rush you.
No, not at all. They
You're
don't
just,
go anywhere. No
you
be life
can't
and
just
death
wait.
issue.
You can't wait in
No be life
traffic.
and death issue.
No, 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 no. You can't wait in traffic with mere mortals because
No, no. You probably prefer to go and follow one way, and on that one way, you are busy blowing this arena, and you want everybody to know that you are coming. Probably because you're carrying one big man picking, or the big man himself, or one political leader. So what's the kilo they what?
and
And so what's it
if
called?
you mistakenly say you're not going to move, they will beat you. They will push your vehicle. E.
Try it. So let's start from them, the police themselves. Let's start from them because sometimes even ordinary patrol that they are doing safe,
We're
if we
not
happen to see them doing
wasting
the patrol, we will not still hear what we
God,
will
I
not still hear.
beg.
Because when you watch movies, you will see that before that siren comes up, instead there's an emergency somewhere, or they are stealing somewhere and they call them, so they're trying
Yeah.
to get there fast, or maybe you're over speeding and they're following you behind and they're trying to tell you to stop. So they put that up so that you'll be aware that when they follow you for back or
Mhm.
stop. But we
Yeah. Anyway, moving on to this day newspaper, we have court sacks Abure, recognizes Esther Nenadi leadership of Labour Party. Next up, we have FCCPC clamps down on digital lenders over failure to regularize status. Me, I like this clamping down because time and time again, I have gotten pictures of friends and family to say this person is about to die, obituary. Oh, this person
oh,
is always funny. I'm always so embarrassed because at the end of the day, like I'm not even embarrassed person borrowed money because people know what is
mm,
like you said now, you're the one that knows what the issue that is pinching you. And if you need to borrow money because money is not coming at your salary is not going to come, or you've even finished salary before it even comes, and you need to pay for something, maybe your children's school fees, maybe for WAEC or something, and you borrow money. The issue is if you borrow, you suppose what if you should be able to know that the person that you're borrowing from, they're not get sense and they will disgrace you. So I like this clamping down. I like it. Abby Rose, what you think?
I guess so. Definitely. I beg the shit because me, even myself, even myself, I don't tire today hear all these things. When you come and hear, they'll call you, you start hearing things like, don't do business with this person. This person is fraudulent. Is this,
Yes,
that. If you know
yes.
this person, stay away from this person. Is it, they just because the person borrowed money. And
People
when
borrow.
much? How much?
God forbid. Hey God. Okay, moving on to the next one.
All right. Daily Trust. Federal government urges private tertiary institutions to join Terra's platform. Lagos gives quit notice to squatters under Obalende Bridge. Okay. That's from Daily Trust.
In the Vanguard newspaper, we have federal government to scrap HND dichotomy, empower polytechnics to award degrees. This is
Since when? How many times to go, Yera? Like how many times? Can you people just do it already? Let us just pass it.
maybe third time is a charm now. Who knows?
Can we just do this thing and let us just pass it? How many times? Every day, every day.
That Nigerians are very funny people. I've seen people Nigerians will look down on anybody for any reason. You don't even need a big reason. I see people look down on HND, I mean OND holders because they not be degree they get. I don't understand. It's such a big, and I don't like it because that whole like you don't know what made that person go to polytechnic, and because they went to polytechnic doesn't mean that you are better than them. It's book
Mhm.
that everybody went to read. Though. Is book. So I don't get, oh, you look down on person because now HND they get. You look down on the person because they live for one room apartment. You look down on them because that face me I face you. You look down on them because it's keke they used to take instead of car to or bus. You look down on them because it's keke. You look down on them because they enter BRT. Look down on them because they enter downfall. You look down on them because they enter keke. What is the issue? Nigerians just need to be better. Like, let's stop it. That's, oh,
Honestly.
do you know who I am? Do you know what? Nah, like, who's your father? Thank God for your life. That your father gave you, yeah, you have silver spoon, you have gold, you have diamond, you have platinum. We thank God for your life. But you know, rich. And this the old looking down, they pass peer to peer. It's not like what's your I've seen somebody ask, do you have a certificate? What's your degree?
Are you
Walaya.
serious?
I'm not joking. I've seen
On top
what
of
did
what?
you
BSc
what did
and
you
HSC.
BSc that way don't they turn like water. Now if you don't have masters, it's like even you will do the BSc finish self. Person will do HND go can't go do PGD do masters. You see they there with your BSc. They look. Okay.
It's so sad. Anyway, next up, Kaduna abductions. Rescue victims now, says ACF, CAN, Sokapo, EQUA, others tell federal government.
All right, let's head on to the next one. Premium Times court jails illegal miner 5 years in Kwara. EFCC hands over 1.28 billion naira recovered from Sujumoto CEO to
To
Enugu
Enugu
government.
government.
Has gone to the Enugu government. Okay, Enugu has been trying, sharp, make you no lie. But, okay, let's move over to the Nation newspaper. Police arraign 11 over murder of Arise News journalist and security guard. Hey.
Yeah, this is definitely a good development as far as I'm concerned.
Uh,
Because I mean, when this came up, I think just before we ended last year, towards the end of last year, when we
yeah.
heard the news of that beautiful young lady, who was just
Mm-hmm.
beginning to blossom in her career,
Mm-hmm.
her life was just cut short, and actually got a lot of us sad, and even up to now, we're still sad. But I'm hoping that this will definitely be, at least will bring a little bit of comfort to
Mm-hmm.
the family of this young
Mm-hmm.
lady whose life was cut short. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kudos to the police for doing this, and I hope that we continue to see more come up with this, on these kinds of issues, so that at least we are at some point, or from one person to the other, we're cleaning up our society, so that these things don't get to keep repeating itself to the extent that it becomes a norm.
Nation newspaper, Yusuf vows to sign death warrants for killers of
Mm.
Fatima
Okay.
and six children. See, anything they want to do, they should give them. Because I was reading yesterday that apparently they used a sewing machine to smash the heads of those
So I
children.
read too. So I read it was gruesome. No, it's
So
I
anything I
mean,
want to give them, they give them.
let them
Anything
give them.
I
And
support.
one other thing that caught my attention was the nephew who did this, who connived with two others, to go and do this, to go and commit this gruesome act.
Horrible, horrible, horrible.
Very horrible. The nephew, his dad, that's the elder brother to the lady that he
Mm-hmm,
went to kill. You know,
mm-hmm,
he said that as far as he's concerned, he has nothing to do with the boy that is
mm-hmm,
supposed to be his son. Whatever
mm-hmm.
the government wants to do with him, they
Let
should
it
go ahead
run.
and do with him. Because as
Um,
far as he's concerned, somebody that will go ahead and kill his own junior sister and kill her own kids is not worth saying that is his son. And I think that's not the first kind of acts that they've committed in that community.
mm,
So for him, it's like, please go. If the government wants to kill them, let them go ahead and kill them. As far as he's concerned, he has left everything to God. But that boy should go and face his
we not get
fate,
picking again. That's what he's saying now.
honestly. And that's really sad. I just hope that we're able to understand the kind of pain that you bring to your parents when you do the wrong things because they have sacrificed enough. Like, if they like, they wouldn't even have brought you to this world in the first place. But they let you be. They brought you in, and they catered for you to some level, bad as it bad. No matter how bad it got to. Now the same food where they chop, now you still chop. So it's not like they denied you food. They might probably not have all it takes to give you the life that you should have, but at least you were able. So if we grow up and start making wrong choices, it angers them, and before you know it was not yesterday on her lens. We were going through that Destiny young boy that died
The
at
musician.
22 or
Mhm,
21.
mhm.
Yeah, the musician that died. Apparently, we saw, or rather, we heard of a voice note of his mother raining curses on him. So that's brought our attention on her lens, and we're talking about how, to some extent, and she was doing that because of the pain she felt that the guy disrespected her, before his death. He wasn't taking care of her for all the sacrifices that she made, blah blah blah, da 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 da, and all of that. So she just kept going on, and then she was laying curses on him. Even when your mates are progressing, you will not progress. The same thing, yeah. The same thing that you are doing, you will see your mates going high, but as for you, you will keep
Ah,
struggling at it, blah blah blah. And so she went asked further. She said the guy who disrespected her, he was not, doing what he was supposed to. So that how sometimes we push our parents to say the wrong things to us. So and then we try to make parents understand that your words, carry life, especially on your children. So there's no how, try as much as but there's no how they can try as much as possible not to be pushed to that extent that you lay this kind of words on them. Because as far as I'm concerned, parents are like spiritual beings who are just guardians here. So if you do them good, you make them happy. From the very bottom of their belly, they will bless you and it will stand. And there's nobody that will come and remove it, that will be removed. If they curse you, it's still the same thing. Because I mean, they brought you to this world. So God has given them that authority already.
right,
So I
right.
mean, let's try as young people to make the right decisions, even if you find yourself in the wrong environment. At the end of the day, it comes down to making a choice. It is a choice. It is a choice. You can't choose to say no. You can't choose to say no to drugs. They give you, oh, just one puff. No. Second time, no. Third time, no. Even they themselves go leave you. They will leave you, except
Is
for
that
those
one
who
now?
want
No.
to force you
Why are you friends with them in the first
in the
instance?
first place, you get. So it's about choices, the kind of choices we make, the kinds of choices we make. All right, this is your Women Radio WFM 91.7. It's 3 minutes to 8 right here on Nigeria's first radio station for women and their families. And we're just going through some of the headlines from the dailies. So please do well to dial the numbers 07000 Also dial the number 09155 Please go ahead and use our toll free line 0800 the WhatsApp lines are also up and running 081 08155917917 or 070 A lot of issues this morning that have come up. Unfortunately, our analyst is unavoidably absent today. So hopefully by next week we get to have be with us. But for now, we're just going through some of the headlines this morning from different dailies. Yeah.
And we are live on YouTube at WFM 917 to see our faces, join the conversation on YouTube. You can also listen to us on the go, www.wfm917.com. So as you are going to work, just be listening to us since you're coming out of your car or the vehicle that you are in. We are moving to the daily. Is it the daily?
The cable.
Cable newspaper.
Yeah.
Article: Peace deals favor bandits over victims. They always fool government. I mean, Atiku is doing what any opposition would do, but he did
Yeah.
not tell a lie in this one. There's no one lie that I said here because, I mean, it was just last week we were talking about how is it Kano State wants to is granting amnesty to 70 bandits. What happened to the families of the victims? What happened to the victims themselves? What do you mean you're giving them amnesty? What do you mean they can be rehabilitated? I'm sorry, the victims can't be rehabilitated. They should be given money, relief fund, compensation, something. Something like that. But Malami accuses DSS of denying him access to family and his legal team. This Malami case, it go long.
They don't drag them, go long. All right, heading on to the Daily Post. Kaduna abduction was still collecting names of victims, says police. Collecting names. I thought they gave people the names already.
I don't.
Maybe we've seen the published names too. Anyway, Governor Abdulrazak directs Kwara Poly rector to step down pending probe.
Okay. In the Tribune newspaper, we have Kaduna abduction. Federal government must ensure safe release of victims. This is from presidential aspirant Peter Obi. Next up, we have insecurity. Troops kill 20 terrorists in Borno operation. So it's good though that they're killing them. I don't have a problem with that. But the number, the rate at which they are clamping down on them compared to the insecurity is still very, very low. Very low, because what do you mean 20 terrorists? You are killing 20 terrorists, but then somebody is still pardoning 70 terrorists. At the same time, you are still seeing people terrorists abducted in Kaduna. You know, I mentioned to you that when I went to Abuja for the NBC conference, one of the things that one of the journalists had said there was this word. And Boli said it this week as well. This word bandits is what is causing us problems. Because they are not bandits, they are terrorists. Like, let's call it for what it is. Because you say, oh no, they're just bandits, oh no, they are herders, oh no, they are this. You're looking for a fine name to call these people. Meanwhile, they are wreaking havoc on us collectively as a nation. Okay.
All right, pen pushing. Department of State Security summons Awujale nominees. So heading on to the last one from the pen pushing, university students commit suicide after losing house rent to gambling. When we are ready for this gambling conversation on air, we will have it as a nation. You see this gambling? When we are ready to have this conversation as a nation, then I think we'll start looking. Yes, we can hear you. Good morning. Good morning.
This is the third time I'm calling this morning. What is going on here?
Oh, so sorry about that.
Apologies.
All right. Good morning, Madam Rose. Good morning, everybody across the world. Rose and Fulmi, I support you 100% this month. 100%.
Great. Okay.
The line. Number one, like my friend always say, I support you 100% and so on and so forth.
That was so shady.
Okay, for me, we are dead people kidnapped in the worship center in Nigeria, in Kaduna. Yes or no?
Yes.
Your government said money. I saw one news headline that they said that they denied initially to douse the tension. We play politics. It has become. I said something last time. I said this thing has become a norm. It's no longer something that moves anybody. Are you getting me? Somebody was on Arise TV yesterday or 2 days ago. I don't know if you watched him. Who said 2027? The leading party we give their budgeted all state at one state governors has budgeted 3 months allowances down for 20,000 naira for each voter. Is still on air, is there on air, is not deleted. The Arise is not deleted. That if you don't even collect the money, the INEC has been prepared to have glitches. So there is no opposition. So please tell me, I think for me, there is a new job opportunity that should be publicly announced through the FM radio. And that is kidnapping and banditry. It pays more. I'm telling you, how much is the demand to deposit this money? Deposit to you read it, not just me. You said deposit. They are demanding deposit of oh God of heaven. So come, why won't I my real estate business and join such business? Why would the boys in that region who are not educated like I am? I am from the North Central, but politically we are right when election comes to be seen as Northerner, right? Why would they join those ranks and make such money? At some point, if you arrest them, I think 5,000 people will be on trial and they will release them. I'm telling you, to release them. These guys will be released. Touch a Fulani guy in Lagos, you are in trouble. Are you getting me? So that is why I know that they will be released. Lastly, from me, Fumi and Rose. Nanaji, I am praying that she's a pillar, and I believe that she did a lot in the Labour Party under B2B. I want her to join force with B2B. That is my prayer for that lady. This up and down with Julius Abure, I don't want that woman to go on. If she can maintain it, she can build the Labour Party. Anyway, the man that built the Labour Party has gone out of it now. But I don't know what she's going to do. Please, I am begging her. Join force with B2B and make Nigeria possible for everyone. My children to enjoy. That is my dream for this country. The song, I believe that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Prince, for your contribution this morning. Let's take some messages before we go ahead. This one is from Eze. He says, good morning, beautiful Radio Amazons. Good morning to you too. No matter how much government pays lobbyists or tries to cover the crimes going on against Christians, the West knows better than we do. Using our collective wealth to cover up crimes is a sign of a failed state. On Cardinal Christians abduction, if the police is denying the kidnapping that took place in worship centers, would they also deny the case of adult napping? Because the people adopted were adults. The late fella described them as government magic. Thank you, Eze from Riverview Estate. Next up, we have, in places where kidnapping has become organized and sustained, criminals rarely act in isolation. They depend on local knowledge, early warnings, and predictable lapses in security. A delayed acknowledgement from authorities fits neatly into that ecosystem. It buys the kidnappers exactly what they need: distance, cover, and confidence. Thank you so much, Olusoga Ajayi from Odunla Ikorodu, for your message. Those are the messages we have right now. I mean, the phone lines are already open. 08155 09155 917 917 07000 917 917. Our toll-free line 0800 1235 917. You can call, you can text or WhatsApp us on 08155 917 917 or 0703 1756 537. Remember that we're live on YouTube at WFM 917, and you can listen to us on the go www.wfm917.com. Right about now, it is 7 minutes after 8, and you are on daily. You are. This is the daily news review on Women Radio 91.7 FM. My name is Fumi, and Rose is here with us. Before Prince called, Rose, we were talking about gambling.
Yeah.
Yeah, gambling. You see, this conversation, we need to sit down and have it because
Tell me
tell me
why
why when my husband works, there is a man, his colleague,
who
who
his
his
salary like
salary
this
like this,
once he
once he
collects it
collects it
Hi.
per
per
street.
street,
I'm
I'm
telling you.
telling you, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days down the line, he's the one going around asking people for money. And this man has a family, he has a wife, he has children. So tell me exactly what is going on. Because once you do the first time, oh, let me try again, let me do it again. And then maybe you manage to win. You will not pack all of them that you want and then go and put it back again. It's one thing for you to be a millionaire and be gambling with your millions because you know that even with that million safe, you have something stored for you. The last football that, I think the Nigerian football match with Morocco, I think I saw a video of somebody who puts in, I think, around 6 million or so, for that match, and he lost everything because I mean, his own bet was on this. So I mean, let's. This thing is making us irresponsible, oh. But the day we're ready to have this conversation, maybe that's when we'll break free from it.
Well,
But
already,
this
I mean,
thing, it's no, I mean, this is just us talking. When we're ready to have a national conversation on this, on how it is eating up a lot of families, eating into our society, then I think we will start looking for ways to get out of it. Because we're not doing it responsibly. Can we? Is there even a responsible way of doing gambling? I don't know. But we're not
no. And the thing is, unfortunately, and we talk about this a lot, the reason why, I mean, this student decides that, oh, do you know what, let me use my school fees to do this because he's probably seeing other students who are flexing.
Mm. So I can use my school fees and then get more, and then I'll use the more to do what I want to do. My school fees.
Yes, but then they don't realize that gambling is so addictive and it is a spirit. I don't think I know one person who has gotten rich off gambling. They are there, they're in that cycle, the vicious cycle. You continue and continue and continue and continue, and the organizations, these betting companies, they're winning, they're making their money. It not consign them whether you spent your salary or you spent your whatever. And it's just so sad because ideally what the government should do is clamp down on these things and regulate it. Can gambling be regulated really? But I don't know. We've seen time and time again, like the example you gave, women who kept money somewhere in the house and the husbands took the money. We've seen women who gave their husbands. I think I saw this one on Twitter a while ago. She had given her husband the money, I think for delivery. She was pregnant. But that's cesarean section. I know say CS money plenty.
Mm-hmm.
And the man used it for gambling. And then she came online to be begging Nigerians to help her, to be able to pay for her hospital bills. These are the things, because one thing I realized is people who engage in gambling, they don't understand the impact of the things that they are doing. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We there, Mrs. Abeli. How are you doing this morning?
You guys are peppering me with your red and white, red and black Umbro.
I'm not to see us now. Mrs. Abeli, I'm talking to you.
Who is putting on red? I see Amo. Okay.
Mrs. Abeli, we love you. Hello,
all right. Quickly, let's start with this gambling issue this morning. Rose, you said when we are ready to have that conversation. I pray I'm listening in that day, because honestly, gambling is the next hydra-headed monster to crush entirely, completely, totally from our society. You'll be wondering, how does this come in? It creeps in on you little by little, and before you know it, it has become a virus, a venomous vampire that just takes over you, and before you know it, you're just gone. So I would just say, I think the media also aids and abets this. Gambling is betting. Gambling is anything you put your money hoping to double in illegal terms. And you're telling some people will say this is what they've been living their life on. But the media too also has to check itself, because we expect that the media should propagate something that makes sense. You'll be discovering that because they're also being given huge sums of money, they come on air to propagate this. And you see children, you see adults, you see teens, youth gambling their life away. There was a station I listened to. They were really high on this bet advert. Guess what? The people came to dupe all their listeners. I put all their money. And as I talk to you now, they're always announcing that, please, don't patronize these people again. The New were really high on pushing it out. So what do you tell your listeners? That you're part and parcel of this negativity. So that's just it. We just have to get. I pray I'm around when we're having that discourse, but the media can do more in that regard. And insecurity, I beg, I don't tire. Should be yesterday when I came hard and said we should start talking about situations the way they exactly are. And thank God, Women Radio does not mince words. Because if not mince words, we the listeners will come out and say, you shouldn't mince words when you're talking. I understand the fact that as we talk with the solutions, and that's what you and Fumi do whenever you come on air, even with your analysts. We talk about the problem and we think about profiles of solutions that would meet certain things in the board. We won't under-report, we won't over-report, we won't choose the balance. We will make sure it is in the state of equilibrium, where everyone is carried along, because the media, like I said yesterday, is the fourth estate of the realm, and all eyes are on you. If you circumvent the news and say it according to narrative, to suit perspectives, you see people are saying that station, run from that station. We can't do that to Women Radio, because you bring about balancing in what you do. If you go one side, trust us to always call it out. So is genocide happening? Call it Christian killing, genocide, program. All I am saying is stop killing our children, our brothers, our sisters, and let this reign of tears, blood, and sweat, let it end so that everyone can live peaceably among themselves. If you like, color me bad, sugarcoat it, fine coat it, whatever it is you say about it. The outside world is watching. Everybody is seeing it, and there's nothing you can do that will hide the truth. You can't submerge the truth. It is always the truth, untainted. It will come out shining. Good morning, everyone. Wishing you all a beautiful day.
Yeah, we should same to me so funny. Thank you so much for your kind words and for always coming on to, say as they do you for body. One day you're smiling, another day you are not just having it at all. And that's just, some of the mixed reactions that we get to have as Nigerians. But thank you for always coming on to say it as it is. So this is about 16 minutes after 8 right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. And this is still the daily news review on your first radio station for women and their families. My name is Rose and I have Fumi here. So we're going through the headlines together. So let's quickly look at this before we go, Fumi. This one in Ogun State. I know they prepare you for body. Go ahead. Just go ahead.
As an Ogun State indigene, make a borrow your words. Wow,
When na from Ojodu you dey cross enter Arepo, that's the only Ogun State that you enter Arepo.
To be fair, let's not lie. But
as an Ogun State
indigene who also studied in Ogun State, please, what's this man's name? Let him not try me. Because who is he calling backing dogs? It had better not be me, because is he okay? Rose, I told you now that you see that. See people. This okay. Let me calm down. This headline is from the Daily Trust. Backing dogs, Ogun governor attacks those criticizing him over bad roads. The question is, did they tell a lie? No, they didn't.
Now this guy want to say we talk before we only call.
She call back. She call back again.
But I know how many times Mr. Boli has called on Tokam as you see him to complain about roads, to complain about Kiniko and all of that. So imagine And
The
people
road is
in Ogun
bad.
State, just around Magboro Self and where they complain about bad roads.
It's too much. It's
Hey.
too much. And funny enough, a lot of times when I see a road on social media, before anybody says where that road is from, I already know it's Ogun State. And funny thing, you will still see Nigerians come and say, "Oh no, he's working," and I'm just like, "Are you deluded? Is there a wool over your eye? Did somebody give you jazz? What exactly is going on that you can literally tell that this road?" It be like say that they use caterpillar commode the road from that place, and then you're saying, "Oh no, people are hating on Ogun State." How Ogun State that they've tagged headquarter of bad roads? Uh-uh. What is really really hurtful about this thing is on Tuesday, DSS freed a pastor, Kayode Olawoye, alongside his associates who were detained. Why were they detained? Rose, ask me why they were detained.
For me, why were they detained?
Thank you very much for that question. They were detained because he spoke about the poor state of some roads in Ogun State. He has been shouting and shouting and shouting that the state government should look into the poor state of the roads in Ogun State. And the response that the Ogun State government could do is that they arrested him. So Amnesty International Nigeria said, how will you arrest the man that is it is infringement of his basic human right? It is abuse of his right. It is unlawful.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boli, for calling. Please go ahead.
So I'm not trying to be riled up this morning, but like I'm angry right now. I am really angry right now. See, please permit me to call a second time. The reason is this. I know countless times I want Mr. Governor Dakwa to realize one thing. Very soon, I'll be moving to Ogun State. I'm saying it on national radio now. I'll be moving to Ogun State, so he has the likes of me to contend with because I'm going to be calling him out every time. Ogun State Road fear abort pregnancy.
Yes, now.
It's fear abort pregnancy. And even sometimes, I always look and say, on a one a day there, you guys are not shouting about it enough. But I know you do your bit, but I think we should stop getting scared of what the governor and his cohorts and his trolls or his psychophants have to say about this. We should start calling out the issues if we want a better society to live in. And I have witnessed what the state has done to not only my family but to my friends as well. So everything even tell me, say, if you move to that place, we won't come visit you. It won't make sense. And then you come out to call the people that you are feasting on their money, taxpayers' money. We call you the Twitter governor. We call you the social media governor. And you come out to call us backing dogs. It has better not be me, like Fumi just said, honestly. And I tell you, that man will arrest me when I move to that place. Because for every time I call on air, for every time I speak on any show, I will always call him out. I have heard not allegations now. What can you, please, everything to have selective amnesia this morning. To me, that man has been there for almost 8 years now. Am I correct? This is the second term, right? Abi? And you know to fix road. What do you use our money they do? Oh my goodness. Do you know that a presenter on another radio station, this lady has been talking about Ogun State Road. She resides in Lagos here. But because she has people in that place and they've been calling on community news report, and he sent, I don't want to say, let me say allegedly, his people came to come and warn her that stop mentioning about Ogun State Road to reside in Lagos. She confided in me that she please help us take this message viral. I was shocked. Presenter, I won't mention her name. So he will get me too to contend with. This is an open statement. I don't make empty threats. I go talk about I go do him. I am just begging him to do what he can do before he leaves. Because even after he has gone, and somebody inherits that ungraded, undone road he has done, I will continually call him out to for generations to come. Good morning. Mona no vex here call back.
Good morning, Mr. Boli. You go do yourself as you call back because I mean, for me, so I'm not so familiar with roads after maybe interchange and all, and those places, interchange Shagam inside Abeokuta. I'm not so familiar with those roads. But you see, when I served in Ogun. I served in Ogun State here, in Ifo local government. For me, you see when Mrs. Opoli said that Ogun State Road can move pregnancy. It can. This Arepo road that we are now using bike to fly up and down. How was it before? How was it before? Ibinabo can come and tell us it. Towu herself can come and tell us how far they went to get that road tiled because it was affecting women's pregnancy. This Ogun State road there, see our own here, Mowe Road up to today, only one lane. Wait till to the other lane. We don't know. If you are looking